9. I'm back to do a new video. This video, I wanted to talk about the benefits of being a smaller channel. I think we seem to put like a dark cloud over being a small channel, and we present it in such a negative way, and it allows us to be more focused on the negative rather than the positives. And today I just wanted to focus on the positives, because a lot of the big YouTubers that I do follow, even though they have big channels, they still admire the work and the effort that we put into our channels. So I just wanted to use my cheat sheet off my little phone here and talk about some benefits. The first benefit I wanted to talk about, the community. I have deep admiration, love, and respect for the YouTube community, for us YouTubers who are out there putting content out constantly, showing love, but not only for our own channel, but showing love to other channels, making sure that we let the community know that they're being felt, that we know that they're there, we acknowledge them, we watch their content, we like their videos, we leave, we basically make our presence feel known, and then we share others. And I'm a part of several groups on Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that, and so I have a deep that's how I actually stay in the loop of conventions that may be coming up, even new conventions that I may have not heard of. That's how I was able to hear about Retrofest, because of the smaller community of YouTubers and stuff like that. I just recently went to the 7th one back in March, and that's how I found out about even Screw Attack when he used to come down here, and Retropalooza, and I started hearing about all these other YouTubers who are in that little that mid-range of the 0 to 5,000, or 100 or whatever. So I just wanted to touch on that. And the next thing is the views. The views are not that big of a deal, because we're still putting out content, we're still enjoying it, and the reality is everyone that's been on the platform long enough has had that video that would technically could be considered viral. I look at our community being as small as it is. I'm under 2,000, so even under those under 5,000, if your video has gone, like I say, 500 to 1,000 views, for our small body of community, that's like viral. And I know one of my biggest videos I have right now is sitting at 12,000, and it just took off. And that just goes to show, no matter where your subscriber count is at, if your videos are being circulated, people are going to watch it, and eventually they're going to see it. So I don't even get caught up in the idea that, oh, my video only did 100 views, or my video only did 50 views, because I've seen videos take off 6 months later, a year later, 2 years later. But the video that's at 12,000, this video is like 4 years old. It's probably older than that, and it didn't even start taking off right away. It took years, and then it got into circulation, and people just started watching it, and it blew up. I got several videos that done thousands of views, and I'm only pointing that out just to say that with being in a smaller community, don't get the misconception that your videos can't do certain views. They can. So just continue to put the content out there. This is more of a positive video to encourage people. Even if you start now, you can start now and pass my subscriber count, because mine had been stuck at 1560 for a long time, because I just wasn't putting the work in and going back and making sure that I let the community know that I'm there as far as my channel. Now, other people's channel, yeah, I've been chiming in. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the freedom, liberty to talk about whatever we want to talk about. We don't have to worry about sponsorship or saying the wrong thing. We are still in that frame of mind, or we're in that place where we don't have to worry about censorship. We can say whatever we want to say. We have the liberty to talk about the topics that are hard. I've talked about all kinds of subjects on here. I've talked about hard subjects at home, my personal childhood life growing up, all kinds of stuff, and not worried about flack. I'm just putting that out there. It's like getting things off your chest. So it's good to be able to have their liberty. So I've heard people talk about things that not everybody want to hear, but it's obscure. And that's the cool thing about being under this wave, or being under this umbrella of 5,000. You hear obscure titles and subjects, and that's how I've come to know about other systems and consoles that I never had personally, or video games that I never heard about, and people taking the time and effort and putting it out there. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the comments. We're able to do the comments. You know, Pixel, I think the channel's name is Pixel Game Squad. He was just talking about the views have dropped because he's got a large YouTube channel. I think they were called the TheNesPursuit, or I think that was the original name. Then they came back and they slowly gained momentum because people started to catch on the wave. But anyway, I'm saying all that about the comment section. He just recently pointed out, he was just like,
but I'm finding myself having fun with YouTube again. Yes, don't get me wrong, NES Pursuits, game hunting, expansion packs, that's always been fun to me. That is my life. Even without YouTube, I'll always be game hunting with my dad, with my family, going to antique places. That's just what I do anyway. But I'm talking about as far as like enjoying YouTube. And what I mean by that is, it's bittersweet because yes, less people are watching because this isn't why everybody's here, is for these type of videos, which I understand. But let's say like these top 5 videos that I've been doing. I have more of them. I've only put out like 2, but I genuinely enjoy doing them in a way that makes me feel, and it reminds me of the way I used to do videos, not even at the beginning of this channel, but at the beginning of our old channel. Like, doing them purely because I sit here and I'm working, and when I have breaks and free time, and you know, I hung out with my kids. I don't like to take away time from my family for YouTube, but you know, when time properly allows, to be like, man, I just want to do this because I want to do this. You know, I want to do this because I want to express myself creatively. And the blessing in less people watching, it almost feels like those early days of YouTube where like your community was so much smaller that every comment you can read, every comment you can like embrace and take in. It almost is like, with this new content as well, I feel like there's some different people watching as well, and it's like, oh, I've never heard from you, and it's really nice to kind of hear your take on this. And
I've been able to just sit down and go through all my comments versus having 100, 2,000, crazy amount of, yeah. So anyway, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about was not having a set schedule. And I can actually just title this top 5 reasons, but not having a set schedule. As you can see, I don't have a set schedule. I do watch bigger channels that do have a set schedule, and they are stuck to that schedule. You know, it could be because they know that this is going to help them out. This is going to keep them in a place where people are going to consistently come, traffic is going to consistently build up. And even when I'm not putting out content, I'm still getting views. People are still commenting, leaving stuff on there. But when I want to put stuff out, I typically try to get things out on Sunday because I know more people are at home. Realistically, I try to put things out. If I do put out a video on a random weekday, I try to put it out first thing in the morning. So usually I might try to do the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, because I know that's prime time. I watch a whole hell of a lot of content on Sundays. So those are just what I can consider top 5 reasons, top 5 of benefits of having a smaller channel. But other than that, I'm Life Spiller. Tell me how your life is as a gamer. If you can think of benefits of being a smaller channel, leave it in the comments below and we can talk about it.